Are there announcements? Any birthdays or anniversaries? None? Okay. We have two opportunities coming up that are invitational. So next Sunday at 11 o'clock, we are having our quarterly healing service. Service is relatively short, about 45 minutes, so it's not a long service. It will include the laying on of hands and anointing. But for anyone who could benefit from those prayers, why don't you invite them to come, okay? The second invitation is in 2 weeks. The first Sunday in September is our blessing of backpacks. So you've got, in this one, you got a little flyer on the round table in the narthex. Students, teachers, staff, anyone that is in the educational world. Now, I realize that school has already started, but I think we can do blessings even if it's 2 weeks into the school year, right? Again, invite them. Briefcase, if you're an adult and you don't use a backpack or whatever you use for school. If you are a kid, a backpack. We'll have blessings of backpacks and prayers for teachers, administrators, and for students, and for God's blessing on the school year. So that's on September the 7th. A reminder again that if there are intentions that you want to include in the prayers of the people, if before the service begins there is a form on the little table, just add a name either under the bless those whose lives are closely linked, comfort those who are sick, we commend those who have died. Okay? Pretty simple. We'll be using a different form once we move into September. Yes, ma'am.
My hands were knee-deep in egg mixture. We are having a fall fundraiser. I'm not sure if anyone saw that in the bulletin. Fall flowers, mums, and these really cool butterfly attracting ones. I really like them. Salvia and hummingbird mint. Anyway, if anyone is interested, I have flyers and forms in the kitchen. Feel free to see me. I'm going to place them on the table where Robin has brought in a collection of tomatoes, if you'd like to take some tomatoes home. Okay?
It is August, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's that time. Thank you.
Yeah. My tomatoes have decided that it's time for them to produce also. All right. You have homework today, so if you've done this already, just simply put your form in the offering plate. If you haven't, our exercise today is to look at core values. Core values are those things that a congregation truly treasures. They are the values that you stake your life on. So they are the most important, and they're the most important shared values. So it's not what I value as an individual, it's what we value together. So they express principles and norms by which we live. They answer the question, what do we treasure? How do we live together in community? They articulate what we care about as a congregation. They define, motivate, and articulate shared congregational values. Okay? On the first part of this, you have the core values of the Diocese of Maryland. And of those, there are some that are bolded, and those are the ones that have come up in our work already from you all as we've done our other exercises. So if you see a bold, that's both diocesan and something that that you all have mentioned in our work together. And then generosity and inclusion also have come up as values in the other work that we have done. So they have been added. Okay? So your first task is to simply go through the list If any, simply, they just don't fit us at all. You can cross those out, okay? And then put a check mark next to the 4 that are most important to you, okay? So that's step 1. And I'll give you a couple seconds to a few minutes to do step 1, and then I'll go over step 2 with you, okay? So step 1 is going through the list, striking out anything that you don't believe is appropriate for us, and then checking off your top 4. Okay, now step 2, if you flip your half sheet over, is what's missing? What hasn't been named that needs to be named? Now again, I'm not asking you to write whole paragraphs. So a word that expresses a value, a core value, that either something that you treasure or something that you care about. Add the treasures in the treasure column, care abouts in the care about column. Some examples from other congregations that have been beautiful worship, tradition, innovation, flexibility, stewardship of creation, under treasures, under care about, being inclusive, respectful, adaptable. Okay? So just those give you some examples. So let's just take a couple minutes to do the second page, and then we will continue.